Hi, Genki Call here with a Palia tutorial for you by request. I have received a couple of requests for a tutorial on how to make these cute bunk beds. Now, I don't have any more of the makeshift beds, and I can't remove these because, as you can see, my decor um, limit is, I'm over the limit, so I can't remove these from here. So I'm going to have to use another set of beds to show you how to make this. In addition, there will be a little bonus tutorial on how to make these walkable stairs in case you don't know how. They're really great for getting to the top of the bunk bed. And let's get started. To make bunk beds, you only need a couple of things. You need two beds for the bunk beds, and then you need 4 to 8 pillars depending on the style that you want to use. Now, you don't need the lamps or anything here. I put the wallpaper on, the natural wood paneling, and the lamps in here just because the white wall was stark and it's getting dark outside, so I wanted you to be able to see what I'm doing. So the first thing you need to do is figure out where you're going to place the bed, and so the bunk beds, and so I am going to put this right up against the wall, and we're going to put it right there. Now, I need to figure out where I need to put the pillars, and so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it, I'm going to put a pillar on the axis where I need this to be. Now, this needs to be moved. I want it to be part of the bed, not separate from it, so I'm going to put one there. We're going to put one here. Yeah, this will do. Put one here, and then we're going to move these in. And the way that we're going to do that, let me experiment. Let me try something. I'll be right back. All right, I tried something. It didn't work, so I'm back. Now, I need to pay attention to where the grid lines are and try to remember them. This one, let's see, I am going to move this. Let's see. Here, we're going to move it 1, 2, 1 full space over. And then I'll make this one even with this on the grid line. I'm also going to put some pillars against the wall here. Just, for bunk beds, you don't really have to have the pillars on the wall if you're putting it against the wall. But for aesthetic, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to show you how to get around that lip at the top there. So first things first, we ghost this out of the way. Now, if you are not familiar with the cancellation method, this is a PC thing. I don't think that you can do this on Switch, unfortunately. But you grab the bed, you make sure that you have something placeable in one of your spots. I always keep something in my number 1 slot that is placeable. So I'm going to hit the number 1, and then I'm going to cancel that. So number 1 slot, you can see, whoopsie. Hold on. Anyway, I'm trying to show you at the bottom right on my taskbar, each of the slots is numbered there. If I didn't have something in the number 1 slot, I would use the number 3 slot. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. You cancel it by pressing that number and canceling, and then you can move things into this spot, but the game doesn't know it's still there, basically. So first things first, let's move this. Stay on this line. We were right here, right? Yes, okay. And we're going to move this 1, 2. We're going to move it right there. And then we're going to make this one even with it. That. And then all I have to do is place these others on the same line against the wall. And you may be saying, you're not going to be able to get the second pillar on there. Yep, that is true. But right now, I just want to check placement. Go right up against the wall. That one is against the wall, right? Just make sure. No, it wasn't. Okay, there we go. So to make sure that I have the pillars in the right place, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch plots. Now, if you know you have them in the right place, there's no reason to switch plots. I just switched to the wrong one. Now, the reason I say I switched to the wrong one is because there is no loading time between plots if you choose two plots that have the same skin on them. And so if I had chosen one that was the same skin, we wouldn't have had that downtime. You'll see next time I switch plots, I'll choose the Addams Family one, which has the same skin on it. So let's go over here, see if these are in the right spot, and yeah, I like that. That works. Why does that one seem like it's not the right place though? This one here seems to be off. I seem to have gotten the grid line wrong on that one, but that's okay. We're going to take care of that. Now, let me show you what we're going to do. We're going to ghost this out of the way again because I want to have two layers of pillars here. I want it to go up, and you're going to see it let me place it. What? Usually it won't let you place that close. Wow. Okay, yeah, look at that. I was so far off on that. Alright, so where's the grid line? Let's make sure. Pet? Pet. Oh my gosh, hold on, let me turn off the pet. My goodness, what a pain. Alright, let's make sure we get this in the right spot first. I'm still going to show you how to get around the lip up there on the ceiling. Even if it lets me place this. Look, it's letting me place it. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. First of all, I'm going to place this here. I want to place this right next to this. I just need something there as a placeholder so I can remember. You know what? I've got my placeholder. This is my placeholder. Okay, we're just going to take this out of here. Place that there. We're going to put this on top, right? And we're going to ghost this off. I know this seems like a lot. Ghost it off immediately, and as soon as I move this back, it'll pop back into place. They are hooked together, so when you move the anchor, the whole thing will come. So this should be the right spot. I'm going to place it, and it pops into place even if there was something in the way up there. So that is how you get around that lip that will give you problems sometimes. We're going to place this one here, and now we have all four of our posters exactly where we need them. Now what we need to do is place the second bed, and this is easy. You will need two more items. They have to be floors. They have to be something that you can place the second bed on, and they have to be placed somewhere on your plot. If you don't use these building blocks in your builds, that is okay. You can hide them in a corner somewhere, put them under something. It's fine. You can stack them. Doesn't matter. You just have to have two of them. And what we're going to do, again, I have to see exactly where these are. So we're one line to the right of that line. So sometimes it will let you place one of these despite the building blocks, and sometimes it won't. And I'm going to choose a height. We're going to try this height. Seems, wait, let's see. Let me see how high this is. Yeah, I think that's about the right height. And it's letting me place this here, which is, you know, super nice of it. What we want to do, once again, we're going to ghost. I hit a number slot with something in it. It doesn't have to be cake. It could be anything. Then I cancel that placement. Then we have to grab a second one. Neat, 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 neat. And we're just going to attach it to the first. Now, sometimes you're going to have to ghost the pillars out of the way. For some reason, it is letting me do this. Sometimes it doesn't let me do this. I don't know why. But we're just going to grab the second bed out of here. Now, the bed may require that I move. Yeah, the bed is going to require that I move the pillars anyway. So, I should have placed this copper flooring. I bet if I try to move it, that it won't let me. But, oh my gosh, it's letting me. What? Okay, cool. We want to place this right at the edge here. Oh, hit the number 1, or whichever number you're using. I don't know, sometimes it won't let me do that, but we're just going to ghost all of these pillars out of the way. Yes, a lot of ghosting is required with making bunk beds. But, you know, once you get the hang of ghosting, it's really not a big deal. Uh, Apparently I didn't do that right. Go. Cancel. And we'll do this. We'll cancel this one. Doop. Now we can place a second bed. Nee, 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 nee. And we want to place it right at the edge here. Why won't you let me place you? No, what do you mean something's in the way, you rat fink? Let's try. I don't know what it thinks is in the way. The window? Really? Seriously? You're gonna be that way? You're gonna do me this way? Is it the window? Remember to cancel placement. Don't actually place things. Okay. Perfect-ish. So it should be right here. Let's place it and hope for the best. Now we're going to switch plots, and this time I'm going to use a plot with the same skin. It only takes a second. We just hop plots like that. We hop right back. Go inside, and it should be lined up properly. Yay-ish. Yay-ish, because for some reason it's off. It's off by just a little bit, and to fix that, you can try fiddling with the top bunk, or, you know, you could just move the bottom bunk one tick to the right with ghosting. Whatever you want to do, but you can see the basics of making the bunk beds. I'm so sorry, my mind is not working. I think that is a good height. And then I did promise that I was also going to give you a little tutorial on how to make the walkable stairs to get up to the top. So let me grab those ingredients and I'll show you that. To make the little stairs, you're going to need 3 building blocks and 3 of the log cabin shelves. That's what I'm using for this anyway. And I'm turning off the grid to place this a little closer to the bed, because that's the way I want it to look. We're going to hook these together now. So 2 blocks touching the 3rd block needs to go right there, and it won't let me. So remember I showed you a technique to get around when something's in the way. We're just going to take this, move it out of the way. We'll place the 3rd block on top. Ghost that silly block off, like so. And then we're going to move this back. Right back where we want it to be. And you know, you could center it at the end of the bed here. That would look kind of cool. But the stairs are going to stick out a little bit, so I'm just going to move this over here. Yes, look at me being all fiddly, even though I'm not keeping this. There we go. It pops back in place. You know what? Maybe that's too close. Oh well, we'll see. The shelves may not place now because I made it too close, but you want it to be the lowest down, and you can walk right up. So put the shelf on the lowest it will go. Again, it is being a bratty. Alright, fine. Just place this over here. But you get to have a good example of what it's like. Oh, why won't you place? Okay, it should... I think that's too high. Oh, wait, did it work? Oh, it did. It looks too high. That's okay. So, again, look at me ghosting. Look at me wasting all this time, but hopefully repetition will breed the ability to remember for anybody who's never used the ghosting technique before. So we'll place this here, it jumps right back, and now we can climb up to the top of our bunks. Yay! All right, let me try decorating this up a little bit. I'll be right back. All right, there we go. So anyway, well, I did glitch this mirror up here. I used this right here to set it on with the ghosting technique I described. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and that it was very clear and concise. If you have any questions, let me know. Attitude Ann did do some I recently do a tutorial on how to make bunk beds, so she has some different techniques. That video should be popping up on the screen right now. So if you want to check out her video, please feel free to do so. Give her a like as well. Maybe give her a sub because, all the content creators deserve some attention. We've all got something different to offer. So have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be, and we'll see you soon. Bye!